this works. Live. But I want this one. Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing now. Shit. Doobie-doobie-doo. Plug this guy in. I didn't even look at the recording that I had made, so. This one. Oh, it just says mic. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Hi. I am making a banana. Oh, that's how I do that. There's too many buttons on this shit to learn and figure out. Too many buttons and shit to learn and figure out. I don't know what that means. Oh, see, now this says it's fine. This is kind of neat. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Read my emails with me. So I'm making a banana bag. And I made a pattern to try and make the banana bag. I didn't really take into account like the little end, the end nub that it needs. So, but I think I can figure it out in the end step, because I'm gonna need to make something that goes over the end of it that like the top will come down and button to. And so I think that top part can utilize the like end of the banana to help like hold it in place. This is actually probably the first thing I've patterned out. Yeah, this is the first thing I've patterned out, and I'm gonna prototype in my head. Mostly I just kind of like go into it. I have good coffee. Good coffee is important. Oh, that's the button I think I was supposed to hit yesterday that I didn't. Streaming is weird, man. So I got like all this yellow. Oh, it's yellow fabric. Oh, shit. So like my thing is the drippy bananas. Big fan of drippy bananas. And then I just realized like I have all these jewelry and like chains and stuff, and I can sew them into the bottom and make it a drippy banana still, but with like all these things I have. I have stuff for that. Me all the time. I think I got something for that. I live in this world where like I don't really own money. I just have the shit I need. But it's also like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Do I have the stuff I need, or do I only need the things I have? Not really sure. I'm excited about this. Because I want a banana bag. But then the problem's gonna be is that like there's work that I should be doing. And I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna do the work I should be doing later today. But there's work I should be doing that I'm not doing currently. And part of me in life is learning to deal with like that. Like the perception of I should be doing this work is only a perception I am putting on myself. It's work that I want to be done, but it's my company, and the reason I have my company is for the freedom to make and create the other things that I want in my life. So, to be stressed, like I'm only doing it to myself. I'm only putting that perception of what needs to be done on myself right now. It's not real, like I can do this. I still have to do the other work later, but it's the 23rd. Oh shit, we have like less days in February. So it's the 23rd. So I have 5 days? 5 days, 4 videos, 30 posts, and then the approval of like 100 posts. No, it should be good. I can make a banana purse. Like I needed my permission. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I have one part of the banana. There's also the option to use other colors. Oi. Oy vey. Banana. Alright. So I just need like 6 more of these. 6 more of these. I really, really, really wanted to get the OBS to work for TikTok, but I can't get it to work for TikTok because I don't have like the studio or something. Like I can go live on TikTok. I have over 1,000 followers, but I can't utilize their, like I can't stream from other platforms. Which is fine. TikTok's going away anyways. Bum, bum. So I'm gonna set it up on this phone to go live from TikTok. Live. What are we making? Prototyping banana bag. Prototyping banana bag. Just. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, TikTok is kind of like my live jam, and now we're bringing it over to Discord. No, this isn't Discord. This is Twitch. So I'm like bringing it over to Twitch. But I just got to make a whole bunch of these banana peels. They're banana peels. I wish I had like a light yellow fabric. Oh, I could do. Actually, shit, I could do that. I could put a different fabric on the inside of these. This is why it's prototypes, like a work in progress. But I actually thought about it and made a pattern. And that's not normal for me. This is a whole new world. Prototyping, building patterns. What else am I doing? sewing. I used to hate sewing. I do hate sewing, but I like making things. So like, I'm making a banana shaped bag. It's going to be a drippy banana bag. It's probably going to have like chains and jewelry all attached to it. But right now, currently, I'm prototyping it out with some scraps that I have. Yeah. So, hello. Make a banana bag. So when TikTok goes away and people want to watch and follow me do these weird, obscure crafts, it's all on Twitch. It's gonna be on Twitch.
Can I ask you with something?
Sure.
See these that come with my insulin?
Yeah.
Is there something we can do with the gel?
I'm not sure. We could look it up and check it out. You can probably just reuse them as they are though, like for cooling packs and heating packs.
Yeah, I got way too many of them.
Oh, that feels weird. It like breaks up.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know if it's pellets or what. Can it be added to
Is it water soluble?
Is it water?
I don't even know what is in there. You might need to, because there's probably a whole bunch of different kinds. You gotta maybe figure out who makes it.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say.
Right. Trust me, big corporations really love when you call them and be like, hey, I got a question for you. And it's like some weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really know what to do with you because I've done that before. Like, I'll just be like, okay, I know this doesn't have anything to do with what you're doing, but where did you get your pens? They're like, what?
I don't know if it's... It almost feels like there's a little...
Yeah, it like broke up when I did it.
But they feel oval, roundish.
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like the inside of your cheek.
Yeah.
Like the cells on the inside of your cheek.
Yeah.
If anybody knows what this gel pack is made out of, cooled temperature, this gel pack should... Yeah, I have no clue. Ugh, it's weird though. Like I said, it feels like the inside of your cheek.
I mean, it could be a great soil additive. You know.
Right, it could be anything at this point. That's my dad. We both do gardening stuff, so I've got a couple plants upstairs. He's got a plant room that he built. He built a plant room. I wanted to help, but I was busy. I utilize it. I have a plant up there, a couple plants, a coffee plant, and then some other flowers, and he's doing veggies. So we're big on like, can we use this for a soil additive? So he pressure cooked a bunch of eggs, and so he pressure cooks all these eggs, and then there was water left over in the pressure cooker, and I'm like, no, save that water. Save that water. It's super good for the plants. It's got all that eggshell stuff in it. So yeah, that's kind of like, that's our thing. So he's got all these gel packs from his insulin, like when he gets his insulin in the mail, and he's like, what else can we use them for? Is it a soil additive? And I figure out what's in them first, but that sums up our father-daughter relationship right there. What is this? Can I use it for my plants? What is this? Can I reuse it? It's a lot of that. So I'm prototyping out a banana bag, a banana purse thing. So it's I'm cutting out all the pieces, but as I'm cutting them out, I'm thinking about other ideas. So I'm prototyping it out so that I can, I made the pattern. This is it. It's like a simple one pattern thing. And I think the idea for me is that I can pattern it out and make it, but as I'm doing it, there's so much I can do to be creative with it. And I'd really like to give people these simple bones. It's a one-piece pattern. You make it 8 times, you make a banana bag, and then you can take that banana bag and do whatever you want. I can cut out another fabric and do the inside a different color. I I'm really big on like drippy bananas, so I like the banana. Like I have it all over like hoodies and stuff. I do it a lot. It's like one of my go-to designs is bananas and drippy bananas because we share like 68% of our DNA with bananas. So, so to share that much DNA with a banana, like life really doesn't matter that much. And so like when I default to trying to learn or figure out new projects, I default to the banana. Um, so, anyways, dripping banana. I have a bunch of like costume jewelry and like chains. And so I think using them as the drip parts of the banana bag is going to be like, that's going to be the thing to do. So I have to cut out all these banana peels. Um, and so, like in my head, the bag, like these get sewn together. So it's this piece, right? And then like the top of it will be like one piece, and then this will come up and it'll have a button. Like there's this top piece here is another piece of the pattern where it'll get sewn on and then the button will get attached to it. And then I can close the banana bag. But again, like I'm just prototyping it out right now because I really got to get away from, like I do a lot of art and I do a lot of projects for people. I do a lot of commissions and just random stuff. But I really want to get away from, I want to make this bag and I want it to be something that like other people can make. And I don't want to make something that's mass produced because I think that's all garbage. I think people should be able to make their own stuff. So I want to make things that end up being like accessible for people who want to learn how to make things. But I also want it to make creativity more accessible because it's not like the end product. The end product of what I create isn't like, that's not the important part. The end product, the the end result that's the important part in creating is the mental part of it. The you become like proud of yourself. You are figuring out, like you're using problem solving skills. You're thinking outside the box. So like the real gift to creating and to making things is what you mentally get out of it. And so I want to start making things that help other people reconnect with that creative side of theirs. So I want them to be easy enough and simple enough that it sparks a desire to continue to learn more and create more. So that's why I'm making a banana bag today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we need one more piece. I think I just need one more piece cut out. Oh, I have a banana hoodie that I made too. This is so all this fabric came from another project. That now like this all came from this project idea. And so this is my sweater. And it's got this banana, drippy banana on it, which is actually a pocket, but it's on the back, so like it's not functional. I didn't do it like it's not practical, but it's fun. And so like I made it and then I sewed it and then I cut out around it. So kind of working on that concept. This is what was left over from the fabric from doing the banana hoodie. And so like, yeah. Boop, boop. Just like make sure you follow along because I'm going to be doing like way more. I want to do way more of this kind of project work. And then like, so right now we're in winter time, and when it starts to get like above 30 degrees, I'm going to finish my bus. So I'm working on a bus. And like it's done-ish, but I really want to take it apart and redo it. But then I'll be doing all this stuff on the road this summer. So I'm excited. Bananas. So these are my banana peels. So I got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. And so then in theory, so like I made this little pattern. This is my seam allowance. So this is the part that'll get sewn to the other parts. And then this part will come off later and make just a place where the banana bag can button itself up. So, yeah. And I didn't really anticipate next steps. So we got thread and string, and I don't really want to go and get the sewing machine, so I might just be doing it by hand for now. Also, apparently, like, ironing is important when you're doing sewing, but I don't like it, so I don't really want to go do that right now either. So, like, welcome to you're in charge of your own crafts, where you could be like, you know what? It could take me 10 minutes to go get the sewing machine, or hear me out. We could spend our time hand sewing, and it'll take us 3 hours. Oh. And that's, how I rationalize these thoughts in my head. Yesterday, I whipped eggs by hand because I just didn't want to clean the stand mixer, which ironically, I whipped eggs by hand because I didn't want, I'm just realizing this, I didn't want to clean the stand mixer, and then I spent 3 hours making bagels where I cleaned the stand mixer. So, like, that's funny. But it has to be worth it for me to, like, clean the stand mixer. I'm getting out all my strings so I can kind of, like, start putting this together, but also, like, it's in my box. This is a book I wrote. So I wrote a book. It's really cool. It's not like, it's not so much a read book. It's more of a do book. You can find it on Amazon. It's called Unfilter, A Radical Guide to Loving Yourself First. And it's just a way to teach you how to kind of, like, get in tune with what you really want out of life and how you can go, and how you can love yourself authentically and kind of, like, accept yourself for who you are, so you can work around the things that maybe you're not great at, to do things that you are great at, and to just, like, accept yourself and be the fluffy unicorn you want to be. So, yeah, it's on Amazon. It's on Filter, A Radical Guide to Loving Yourself First. I hate threading the needle. I should just go get the sewing machine, but I don't wanna. This gives me more time to think about it too, which is, like, another thing. As part of the process. Sometimes we get so, like, in a hurry, like, some conveniences are nice, but sometimes doing things by hand is important. Okay. And so this is really thick. So what I'm going to do, alright, so I took sewing lessons as a kid, and I did, like, cross stitching and stuff like that. My mom did all that stuff too. And so what I have learned is that you can take this string and you can just, like, be like, you know what? It's too big. It's too big. Make it smaller. So I'm using embroidery floss, which isn't actually, like, sewing string. So, but it gets really curly, which is why I just did that. But yeah. So, like, I kind of call what I do intuitive sewing. Because I don't really, this is the first pattern I've made, but I do what I call intuitive sewing, which is making a mess. It's just like, okay. This is like, but the thing is, like, I hate rules, so this is way more fun. Yeah, like as long as you can laugh at yourself, you're not frustrated, like, you're not worried about time. And for me, like, in this instance, I don't have to worry about time because this is the time I've set aside to, like, to do this. But, like, this is what's important for people, I personally think, is, like, setting aside the time to be, like, to just, like, try to discover, figure things out, setting aside the time to just, like, be human and explore and, like, see what you can come up with and be creative. Like, it's so important. It's just so important. And I think we lose sight of it. I think the system takes it away from us because then we'll discover, like, shit that, be like, they don't. Submission is in people not knowing their true potential or what they could figure out. Like, there are no boxes. Like a few years ago, I prescribed to this way of thinking of like, because they say that true intelligence, like the smarter you get, the more you understand you don't know. And so what I try to tell myself is like everything is possible because I don't know everything. And so like prescribing to a way of thought of nothing is right or wrong, or like everything is possible, really helps free up your mind. It just helps free up your mind. Because then you're not like, I don't know, everything's possible. So if it's possible, like, just explore it and think about that idea, like even the most ridiculous things. So like if there were aliens on the moon in like tunnels underground, why haven't we seen them? What do they do it all day? Do they watch us? Like, really exploit those ridiculous thoughts. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And it's creativity, and I don't know. I really like those people who can take it to that next level of ridiculousness. Okay. Here we are, sewing bananas. So I tied a knot at the end of my string, and now I looped it around and I'm tying another knot again. Except I'm doing it like a weirdo. Okay, cool. So it's like knotted, and then it's knotted, and now I'm just gonna sew down the middle of this. But yeah, if TikTok goes away, like I'm really starting to push over on Twitch, streaming my art projects and whatnot there. I don't want TikTok to go away, but also I really like doing this. I like doing things that makes being creative and thinking outside of the box accessible. So what I'm doing is this is called blanket stitch. It's like a loop and a droop. So right now I'm making a prototype of a drippy banana bag, but I don't like mass produced stuff. I like mass created stuff. So like I don't want to create anything, but I'll give you the tools to make it yourself if you feel so inclined, because this can be like, this is being made with scraps. It's being made with scraps. You can use like clothing from Goodwill or donated clothings and stuff. So like in and out. But like fabric's everywhere. It's like we throw away so much fast fashion and we underappreciate the value of clothing. But like all the tools you need to make anything you want to wear or do, like it's all out there. It's all out there. And I actually started doing this stuff not just because like I stopped spending money on clothes a few years ago, and it was because they didn't like match my vibe. There wasn't any clothes that I liked. And so I just started making, like over the past year, I just started making clothes more and being like, you know what, I like this better, so I'm gonna make this. Made a few hoodies. I grew up sewing. I just stabbed myself. Blanket stitches are getting really far away. But also like to experiment. So like I call it intuitive sewing, and I call it intuitive because it's like you make it, you can fix it. So like if you make it, you can fix it. So if you make it and you make it kind of shoddy, you can fix it. So what does it matter? So just going with what you have and what you know, and then trying to learn a little bit along the way to greater that knowledge. Like every time I do this, I learn a little bit more. Like, oh shit, like, and like when I did this hoodie, this is a little flappy. I wish that, like, there are things that I wish that were different, but then I get to take those things that I wish were different and apply them to what I'm doing now. Excuse me. And then when you put things together like this kind of platform where you can do it live, and platforms like YouTube and TikTok and ChatGPT, you become an unstoppable force. You can literally make anything. You just really got to let go of the rules and figure out what resources work best for you. Oh, that's the wrong way. I mean, I learned how to rebuild an engine on a bus with YouTube and a book and ChatGPT and a cute man guiding me. But like, it's pretty cool. You can. The world is your oyster. Yeah, see? No, that looks so cute. Oh, I like the blanket stitch. Yeah. That's like another thing with the patches is like the one that I did over there, learning that I should do the blanket stitch on the edges of everything before I sew it all together. Like that would make it work better. Oh, I'm feeling really good about this. Boop. I'm feeling super good about this. Look, okay, so banana peel, number 1. That's freaking adorable. But then I can take this, right? Ah, I love the stitches. So I'm gonna do this on all of these, but then I do want to take it, I think, and line it. And so like I've got some other crazy scrap fabric over here. Yeah, like some of this stuff. So if I take this is what I mean, like I could just take these and sew them together and I would have a banana. I would have a banana. But I could also take this and sew it on as a lining. And so when my banana opens, it'll be a different color, which just seems fun. But for now, I'm going to just make all my banana peels right now. It's going to look like a weird football, I bet. Might have to make like, let's see. Might have to make one of them smaller. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna, to be honest. I probably only need 3. Yeah, I probably only need 3. Nice. Okay. Huh. This is why it's called prototyping. Because this is the thinking process where I'm like, think. So we got 1 banana peel. I think I'm only gonna need 3. I do think that that's a real thing here. But I need more string. And I got it all like knotted over here. Intuitive sewing. Oh shit. Making a mess. Well, thank y'all for watching. Again, like, it's a little long, but I'm gonna do more of this stuff. Probably switching over. Well, I'm working on switching over to Twitch. So I'm streaming from Twitch also right now. Right now we're just prototyping out a banana bag. See where it takes me. Because I'm having like all sorts of ideas as I work through it. And that's what I want. That's really what I want for people, is I want to make creating accessible. The way that I sew and create and make things is typically like a little more reusable. Like, I just try to stay conscious of like, you can get fabric everywhere. Like, fabric is everywhere. Just because it's sewn into one thing doesn't mean it's not usable. And I've always been that way. It's driven my mom nuts because she would buy me clothes and then I would just like be like, yeah, I'm gonna put holes in this. I'm gonna attach this chain. I'm gonna give it pleats. And she'd be like, I just got that for you. But it's all fabric. It's all usable. Banana nut. I'm a big fan of bananas because we share, I think, 68% of our DNA with bananas. So, like, nothing really matters that much. Like, if we're coded as 63% banana, I feel like it doesn't matter that much. Ooh. There's like this thing on here says, this live, 38% out of 40%. I don't know what that means. I have no clue what that means. But also, fuck the system. Join me on Twitch. But also that system, they're not great either. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm not a big fan of Twitch. I'm sure it'll grow on me, but I'm sure for what I do, it's fine. Until I start talking about, you know, the government. Alright. Banana bag. Alright, so I anchored that stitch in there. And then same thing. Just going to do blanket stitch across. Boop. Until it's done. Oy. I can't believe it's Sunday morning already. I got back from Miami Wednesday. It was rough. Coming back from Miami was rough. Like, the plane lands, the lady on the plane loses her shit. I came back to like 5 feet of snow. Everywhere. It was like it was like snowstorm conditions coming home. And then like my dude's house, and it was so late and he was sleepy, and then we both had to work the next day, and so like, and then, you know, so I didn't get a ton of time to see him before I came home, and then I had my son, and like, it's just been a whirlwind since I got back. I'm like, I miss the quiet. Like, I was like doing my own thing for a week and I didn't have other people to attend to, and just miss the quiet. But we're here now. And this is why we're working and doing all the things that we're doing, so that we can travel more. And travel for work. I'd much rather travel than traveled for work. Yep. Boop. Which is cool. I will be traveling for work at the end of March, which will be fun. I'm gonna go, it's like 8 hours to get to LA, so we're gonna take an 8-hour flight to LA, and then I've got a film fest event out there that I'm going to, and then I will be flying back. Oy. So it's a quick 3-day trip where half of your week is spent in the air, and to be honest, it's one of my favorite places to be. I love being on the plane. It's like, I don't care. As long as people are happy. Like, that last plane home last week was, like, it was fine until, somebody was very upset. But there was a lot of cancellations and stuff before our flight, and I know our flight was booked, and there was, like, a lot of unhappy people. There was a lot of unhappy people, and I have a hard time dealing with that, and that is my problem. That's my cross to bear. I need to set boundaries on my space, or learn to breathe and cope through it, but I can't expect other people to just stand up for yourself. Cool. So we got banana peel number 2. Banana peel 1. Banana peel 2. This is great. It's just the banana bag. How did you spend your Sunday? Well, I made a bag that looks like a banana. Oh, so you didn't have anything to do. That is not true. That is not true. I just had to answer to the urges to create. I'm like trying to be very conscious of my time for work stuff though, because I have a couple things I take care of for clients by the end of the month, and February is a short month, so I'm trying to be conscious that, like, I've got 5 days to finish this. I got a team of people that help me finish this stuff, but we are all in different area codes. We're all in different, like, places of the world, so might have to step in a little bit for client stuff this month. This is where it comes in handy being an octopus. Oh, I think I got it without butchering it. Cool. Shit. Alright. Okay, cool. That just, like, keeps it from getting all weird and, like, see? It keeps it from doing this. Banana bag. Boy, how's everybody's day going? Let me take a nap. Don't know what that means. Sure. Bump. Okay, I think we're on part 3. This might actually be the last part though, because I made 4. I think 4 is going to be way too much. I think 3 is perfect. 4 might make it, like, boxy, where 3 is, like, like a triangle. So we are making a banana bag, but I patterned it out, prototyped it. The whole stream should be recording too, so I can put it on YouTube later. Oh, so close. Oh, I got it. Nice. So I'm using embroidery floss, and then I just, when you embroider, they, like, sometimes when you embroider, they want you to use less thread in the skein or whatever it's called. So, like, I learned this trick kind of from that, but I just pulled it apart, and oh look, hand sewing material. Let's see, I can't believe it's Sunday already. It's freaking Sunday already. I have so many meetings tomorrow. They're good though. They're all good meetings. One is to do a website, and one is with somebody, like a friend from high school. She's gonna come over. We're gonna have some coffee. It's gonna be great. I am very excited to catch up. Very excited to catch up. There's not a lot of people in this world that there's not a lot of people in this world whose presence I really require or would like in my immediate day to day. So, but she is a person that I have wanted to reconnect with for a while because she's authentic and she's artsy and cool and kind, and them's my people, and there's not always a lot of them around here. So I live in the middle of nowhere. And I find that the people who I connect with most are people that I meet in my travels, or people that I work with on projects. And the people you work with on projects, when you do what I do, are the people you travel with. And so it's a lot of people, but really valuable ones, people that you connect with, and the people that are like you, are doing the things that you're doing or you want to do. We're all over the place. I think about that a lot, as far as relationships and stuff like that, and friendships, of I love people who are doing projects and always busy doing projects, but also we're all busy doing projects, so there's not a ton of time to see each other. That's why I travel. I just want to live that project-based life. And get my bus going this spring, and travel and do art and projects, and check out murals. I was telling my dad, I was like, when you go to new cities, I was like, I can't stay here where I am. I was like, when I go to new cities and I see murals on murals on murals on every building, and you think of where I am, and it's impossible to get a mural here. It's impossible. Right now, all the money for murals is reserved for people who live directly in the city, which is really great, but also the amount, I don't know what I did, I accidentally nodded it. Comparatively here, well, I just nodded the shit out of that. So I went to Miami, and there was tons and tons of murals everywhere, and I'm so nodded. Okay, I think I got it. And it's the bureaucracy in Syracuse to get a mural or to do a mural is insane compared to Miami. I'm walking around Miami, there's a school covered in murals. Here, they would lose their shit if somebody painted on the side of one of their schools. They would lose their shit. So, living here is difficult for me to cope with for many reasons, but just the amount of, I know that there's more opportunity in other places. There's more opportunity and more people to meet and more people to continue to grow the mission that I have of art and making art and creativity more accessible for people, making people see it. I can do more if I travel with that concept, but also boop. Yeah, I don't know. I was onto something there, but okay, cool. banana bag. Alright, so I've got 3 peels. It's so appealing. I just love this concept. So then I'm going to put the ugly sides together. Here, here. Yeah, sure. I don't know how this became like I'm gonna hand sew this all together, but we're here now, aren't we? We're here now, aren't we? Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, if you are tuning in on TikTok, please check me out on Twitch. It's LDAK Creative. I'm LDAK Creative everywhere, but if you're watching my live on here, please follow me there so that we can so that I can continue to do crafts and stuff. And then my plan with Twitch is to be able to have, like, you can buy a membership, and then I'll just be giving away all these weird random art things I make on my lives. Because you know, if you guys, if memberships can pay enough to just like ship stuff out and start to pay for me to just make this weird stuff, I'll give the free ones away. Like, I really just want to make projects so that other people start creating more. So whatever that means. Oh. But then, like, my plan is to live on a bus. I'm not going to have all this room for art projects. So, like, that's where you guys are going to need to come in, because I'm going to need people to sign up to, like, you know, win these things I make. It's art. So if you want free art, please follow me on Twitch. If you want free art, follow me on Twitch. Because TikTok is going to go away. TikTok is still most likely going to go away. And I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, just TikTok is. So, it's like, yeah, I was just hiss at it when it pokes me in the finger. This isn't so bad. I actually don't mind the blanket stitching, the hand blanket stitching. I used to do this as a kid, like hand sew stuff. So like I live in the middle of nowhere currently, and I grew up here, so I'm at my parents' house, and the neighbors that we had growing up, there were a ton of kids, and they were great, and they had animals, and we would learn how to sew, and so we did a lot of hand sewing and 4-H kind of stuff. I remember saddle breaking a pony, like getting thrown off, horseback riding, jumping out of haylofts, all sorts of crazy endeavors. Lots of good skills. I remember, like, there was a chicken coop, and somehow, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I don't know, like, we were like 12, 13, and we decided to make a clubhouse in the upstairs of this chicken coop, and we cleaned it all out, and we brought furniture up there, and, like, that's really funny. Been, like, designing and fabricating little hideaways since I was 13, apparently. It's actually good to know. Gives me a lot more, makes me feel like I'm on the right path. It's like, oh shit, you used to do this for fun. You're just living out. Little girl dreams is a big girl. Boop. I'm probably gonna need more string. This weekend's been a lot of like slow down projects for me. It's like, I want to make bagels. They take hours. And so my dad and I spent the better part of yesterday morning and early afternoon making bagels. And he told me like all about my grandmother and like him growing up. And he was just like, he was so excited to help. It was great. So, my dad and I have a lot of like quirky things in common, and he's retired. So I spend a lot of my time with him. And we do like we have a plant room, and so we talk plants and gardens and like how to be sustainable. I think sustainability is probably one of the big things that, you know, he and I connect on and really take into account as we're doing stuff. So I think he's planning on helping me with the bus this spring, because he told me, he's like, draw out what you want. So I've been drawing it out and really like thinking about what I want, thinking about where, like, what I have that I can use. There's a whole back room here full of like flooring, and just stuff. There's a whole shed here full of stuff, like wood and things. And he's like, yeah, you can use anything from there. So I really think like as soon as the weather gets nice, I'm gonna be back on making the bus run. It doesn't even have to be nice. It just has to not be like, it's cold here and there's 5 feet of snow. So it just has to be like 30 degrees out. And then I have a heated hoodie so I can be able to put the hoodie on and go work outside on the bus. That's the plan. This is cool, and I'm actually really glad I decided to hand stitch it. I like the look of it. And again, this is a prototype for a bag that I want. But the idea, I can't do something for nothing is the problem. And so like, if I'm going to make this bag, like, me wanting the bag isn't good enough to make it. Me wanting the bag and going live while I make it, also apparently not good enough. So I'm an author. I wrote a book that came out came out the first of the year. But I really want people to be creative. So I want to take these things that I'm doing on live and like put them in books, or like, you know, teach other people how to be creative. I ran out of thread. I didn't run out, but I want to teach other people how to be creative in ways that's accessible and easy. And so I think that being able to document what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, I can then take them and put them into books and teach other people how to do it. It's the crafter's life for me. I signed up to live a broke life. Ha ha ha. What?
Oh, I thought you were talking.
I am, but I'm talking to I like the live stuff.
You making bananas again?
I'm making a banana bag. Keep stabbing myself.
Sounds like you're making blood on your banana bag.
I know. Not yet. I got calluses from all those years of guitar.
Yeah.
No blood
so
yet.
The needle won't go in.
Yeah. Yeah, but I drew this out last night, and I was like, I think I can make a bag with just this one piece.
Yeah, you can.
Right. So that's what I'm working on. But then, like, I can make it drippy.
What you have to do is figure out how to use the serger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't want the serger, though.
No?
No. I can make it a hat. I
Liz already has a banana
I
hat.
could make a bit. Oh, that's true. He does. I could make my own banana hat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just started hand sewing it.
Hmm?
I said, yeah, I just started hand sewing it. I was like, yeah, it's just sitting here.
Yeah.
But yeah. I made enough to do 4, but I think it's only gonna need 3. But then I have like costume jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can take the chains and like that stuff and put it in the bottom so it's a drippy banana, but it drips like all these little chains.
Oh.
But it's supposed to be a bag. But right now, this is the prototype for the bag.
Oh, it's a prototype?
Yeah, I'm prototyping it because like I really want to pattern and like do my process. And so like this records it so I can make it into a video and put it on YouTube and like show the process of what I'm making. And then I can put it in a book that people will buy.
Oh.
So I can make like all those craft books that mom buys, I can make those. But then back it up.
Crap books?
Yeah, the crap books. I can make crap books and back it up with a digital platform.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm.
Yeah. You're going to put a stem on it?
I am. So this part here is another piece. And so it's going to, like, this will come together. And then the stem will come up so I can put a button. And it'll button into this piece. But this piece I'm going to add to a stem that fits on the end of it.
Yeah.
Is kind of the goal.
And you got the black for the other end?
Oh, no, I have dark purple.
Dark purple? Oh.
I have dark purple fabric that I was going to use because that's what I have. So. But yeah, it's actually coming together easier than I thought it would. But yeah. And then I was thinking too, I was like, if I make these pieces, I could take like this fabric and sew it on the inside of them.
Yeah.
And make it a whole different color on the inside. But again, a lot of
make it smoother and more durable too.
Right. But I really just wanted to make something like, I'm like, this is easy. It's an easy pattern. It'll be easy to do all of this stuff for it. And then like kind of see where it takes me because I'm like, I have so many other ideas for this bag now that I've started it. So like, that's really what I want. I'm like, that's what I want people to do. I'm like, this is simple. I can
You got to put a banana pouch.
do all this stuff. Yeah. A banana pouch. So yeah. Oh, oop. Oh, this one. Making a banana bag. Banana bag. I use all of this purple. I just make a book that's all banana crafts. You talk about ADHD hyperfocus. I don't want to make crafts, but only bananas. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boy, it's like, how did I do this last time and it didn't tangle on me? Slowly. That's how we did it. We did it slowly. So I'm just making the thread thinner because I'm using floss. Slowly. Creating is such like, I started with really big oil paintings and art, and I can oil paint really fast. I can do a lot of paintings really fast. And so like learning to be patient, that is a skill that I have mastered over time. Cool. I was not always a patient person. I had to learn. And now we can keep sewing. So I'm making a banana bag. And my goal for the banana bag is to... Is there too much in this? No. Boy. I like this. I would actually, to be honest, I would like a leather banana bag. And so I want to do this, and I know that, so my mom has a craft room upstairs full of all sorts of shit she's never going to use. I know there's leather up there because I organized some of it. So I'd really like to make this as a leather bag, a dyed yellow banana leather bag. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I didn't tie the end of the string. Yeeps. Mm-mm. Una más. I had this really funny conversation. So I had my kid, he's upstairs playing VR, and he's started taking Spanish. It's second quarter, so he's got to take Spanish. And they had moved it from his first semester because he had a really hard time adjusting in his first semester. And so, my mom's like, so you're taking Spanish again? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, well, what do you know? And I was like, oh, hablo español. And he goes, I just started. I was like, oh, no hablo español. And he just died laughing. And that's the money. The money is when you take, because he's a little tooty about it. He doesn't like school. He doesn't like to talk about school, so he's a little tooty about it. And, it's always funny to me. I always like when I can get him to snap out of it and, just be funny for a minute. So that got him to laugh. But he's not excited. He only really likes gym, so, typical boy. Which is unfortunate because he's very, very, very smart. He's smart, but also it's boring. It's boring. And he has an artist as a mom, so he sees the flaws in the system because I've been pointing them out since he was a kid. And so sometimes boop, it's like, if you don't touch this thing, we're gonna end your life. Yeah, so he grew up with me, and I'm an artist, and we talk a lot about how, because he'll come home and he'll be the biggest one that really struck me was when he came home and he was like, Juneteenth is Black People Day. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what are they teaching you in school? And so we had a full 30-minute conversation about what Juneteenth really was. And by the end of it, I'm crying, he's crying. And he's like, can I go now? It's like, yeah, you can go. But so, he's grown up with, he'll say something and I'll be like, oh, no, wait, whoa, hold on a second. So, he's very aware. Whew. So when it comes to school, he, already knows. And he's smart and he's bored, so it's a waiting game. So I've been trying to build a life that he can be different and better at. So what I'm hoping is that by the time the bus is done and I can travel, if he wants to come and stay with me, then he can homeschool and travel with me, which has been one of the goals most of our life. But it's really, I've told him the whole time, homeschooling is really up to him. He's gotta, if that's what he wants, he has to be dedicated and understand that homeschooling is work. So But also, I think this summer I'm gonna take them to learn like organic farming and go camping and all that fun stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Banana bag. Alright, so I got one side of this banana done. Oop. I'm just I need to do both sides of this one. Let's see. Banana. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. I don't want to do this because I'm going to keep using this thread. So I have to go like this. Shit. I have to cut the thread. Because I want... Come and do it. I have to cut the thread. No, I don't have to cut the thread. I have to go around the edge of this one. Okay, so we can blanket stitch the edge of this one until we get to the middle, and then I can sew the other piece. See? You gotta think through the process. I don't think I could have done this kind of work when I was younger, because I would get like, I'm sure I would get frustrated with not like finding the solution. Like I really had to temper myself to get to a point where I could probably prototype something. Boy. Now it's like, you know, time's not real. I'm gonna get sick of myself saying it. That is my friend Rowan. Mm-hmm. What? Hi, baby. Come in. Come here. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Do you want to spot? Get? No, you gotta be careful. That's Scott. What scratches? Oh. You need scratches? You're gonna make a mess, though. This is my homeboy. Boy. What are you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Okay. Hey. You're gonna take the microphone off the table. He's a big dude. Can you move? You're in my way. You're in my way. I'll shake you. Hi. 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 Are you done? I'm just like, oh, somebody.
What do you want? What's your deal? Huh?
Bum, 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 bum. Oy vey. Boy. This is gonna be super cool. Alright, so blanket stitch this to here, and then I'm gonna sew this into here. I'm making a banana bag. It's like more of a prototype because I would really like to make it out of leather eventually, but for now I'm just blanket stitching it. But if I do make it out of leather, I have all these chains and different like old costume jewelry that I want to hang from it because in drippy banana fashion, like that's kind of how I want it. Right now I'm just blanket stitching around this edge because it's going to be it's going to be on the outside. But yeah, so people who are following me along here, please make sure you go check out my Twitch account because I'm going to go live from there. And when this app comes to its sad end, I will be findable, searchable on, well, I'm on YouTube too, but I can't go live from YouTube. I can only go live from Twitch, so, oh no. Oh, there it goes. So the video recaps will be put on YouTube, so those can be seen, but generally speaking, to watch me live, I'll be on Twitch. Bum, bum, bum. As I figure out where else I can put it, but the one problem is like it's great you can go live on Twitch without anybody like knowing you exist or following you there, but to go live on YouTube you have to have a certain amount of people following you, so I don't go live on YouTube. Okay. Because I can't. And it took me so long to be able to go live on TikTok, and now they're just gonna go away. So you find me on Twitch. But the great news is once I get this thing going on Twitch, I'm gonna start giving away art because I can't keep all of this stuff that I make. Especially going into spring, because we're finishing the bus this spring. And then, okay, cool. So I went around that edge. So that's going to be the exposed edge. And I can sew these two pieces together. And then I have to go around that edge. Sew these ones together right now. And then, oh damn. So if I sew these together, then I'm going to have to sew those together. Okay. Making a banana bag. So, banana bag. But yeah, so there's this thing that I want to spend my summer doing. It's called Woofer. And you go and you work like part-time on organic farms, and you learn organic and sustainable farming practices. And there's a lot of places where you can bring your kids with you. And so right now there's one up north that you can go stay at, and so you stay at these places for free, and you help them out around the farm, and you get like organic food to eat, like they feed you and house you, for your help, and they teach you, so like you can pick places based on what you want to learn. So right now there's a place up north I want to go that is teaching like maple syrup production. I want to do that. So working on a plan to be able to do more of that stuff, or like apply for jobs on World Packers, because a lot of the stuff that I do is like I can bring it anywhere. Not just like the art stuff, but like the production company and what we do with that. It's a very travelable business model. We just got back from a cruise. Yeah, we were filming on, there's a non-for-profit 501c cruise that I work for, and we do their social media. So once a year we get to go, and like it's a rock cruise, so once a year we get to go and film the rock cruise part of it for social media. This isn't the right way. Hold on. I need this. They need to face that way, and then I need to sew them this way. Okay. Yep. So so I just got back from the rock cruise and filming on there, and that was a lot of fun, and it was warm, and it made me realize how much I don't want to be here. So like every mild inconvenience where me and my film crew were all messaging each other going like, is it time to go back to Miami? Like every minor inconvenience, we're like, I hate it here, let's go back to Miami. So that would, my business is very sustainable on the go. Oh man. But all the more reason to start following me on Twitch, because I will be doing art giveaways there. So many art giveaways. Blanket stitch the fuck out of this banana. Oops. Alright, so now I'm sewing these two sides onto each other, and then this will sew there, and then I've got a blanket stitch around this and blanket stitch around the opening, and then eventually I'll have to sew on the tip of it. Again, with the stabbing of myself. Thank goodness for calluses. Calluses. Played guitar for a long time, so like that's why. That's why. Boy. I really like to do this every morning. I do try to dedicate a little bit of time. I used to be better at it when I would do the ukulele like every morning on live. And yeah, I want to start dedicating the morning to creating and doing this live creating thing that I've been doing. But we'll see. I want to... It's not more of a we'll see. It's like I want to do it right, but also at a certain point you just have to do it. So... So yeah. Bum, bum. There's a lot more stitches close together on this one. I'm not really sure why. I like to follow more like intuitive creating, intuitive sewing, so fuck. It's more like problem solving, but at the end of the day, like, again, I would really like this is more of a prototype because I would like to make this bag. So it's going to be a banana bag. I'd like to make it out of leather. So I'd like to take some leather and dye it yellow and sew it together. And then I have all these like costume jewelry and chains that I want to kind of hang from the bottom of it to follow my drippy banana aesthetic that I got going on all over the place. So like a lot of this project came from this project. So this is my sweater where I put this drippy banana on it. It's got a pocket. It's not practical because it's on the back, but it's cool. It's a lot of fun. And then I was like, you know what? I want to make a drippy banana bag. And I had envisioned it really differently than what I'm doing now. But I really like the direction it's going in. And then I patterned it out. So like I have the pattern, I have the video recording of me doing this that I'm going to put up on YouTube. And then also like I know how to write books. I wrote a book that came out, so I'm an author. I wrote a book that came out the first of the year. And so I'd really like to take all these projects and things that I'm doing live and making video content for. I'd like to take them and eventually put them into a book, just as like a way to get people to be creative and to make things and to think outside the box. Like capitalism is kind of a psyop where they've like convinced you that you have to work to pay for the conveniences to pay for you to work. And like we can have fun and create banana bags. We can have fun and create banana bags. Like it takes time, and time is valuable, and they know that your time is valuable, so they take your time and your mental capacity for themselves, so you can't spend your time making banana bags, because if you spent your free time making banana bags, then you are not out there buying banana bags. They're just not out there buying banana bags. But also, do you, like, the other thing people don't realize is, like, when you're sitting here and you're doing stuff with your hands and you're thinking and you're coping and you're, like, there's a part of this process that's very meditative. There's a part of creating something that is really meditative and healthy for you. And, yeah, like, when this is done, I'm gonna be like, shit, I got a banana bag. I don't have to pay anything for it. I used scraps. I used scraps to make a banana bag. And then, like, if I need more fabric, guess what? Fast fashion is, like, awful. So go to Salvation Army and buy something that's already made. So I've done that before, too. I have a film festival that I run, and I took the screen from the film festival because we weren't going to reuse it, so the one that you, like, get your pictures taken in front of, and then I sewed it to the inside of a hoodie because I wanted a hoodie. Well, I wanted a hoodie that was more windproof, and it came out really cool. That also has drippy bananas all over it because I used the thread to stitch the drippy bananas. Okay, so we're coming to the end here. So I used the sewing machine and drew drippy bananas with it.
I'm gonna close this door because I'm gonna run the vacuum cleaner.
Okie dokie.
Don't wanna disturb you.
Well, thank you. We might be getting off. I don't know how the vacuum cleaner sound's gonna go. Pretty sure you will be able to hear it. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. That's my faja. Okay. I'm gonna take all these ends here and just give them a little extra stitching. I just want to make sure it doesn't come apart. So we're just boop. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Sometimes it gets all tangled up. That's not super bad. I don't know where he is in the hallway right now, but... Okay. It's kind of neat. Kind of neat. I don't like the vacuum. Not a fan of the sound. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll check the recording thing later. Okay, so I got the bottom, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to sew it this side, and this side, and then this is going to be the opening flap. This is a lot easier to make than I thought it was going to be. That's pretty cool. I'm going to make it a drippy banana. Well, we'll see. If the leather is upstairs that I want, then I'm going to make the bag out of like leather or suede, because I want it to, I don't know where I put them. I had a whole, no, they're upstairs. I had a whole bag of chains and like plastic, like costume jewelry and stuff like that, that I want to use as drips. But if you're going to do it, I want to do it right. So I would rather use them. Like, this is the prototype. This is the figure out how to make the banana bag prototype. And then I would like to make it out of leather. Like, that would be cool. But we'll see what happens. Hi, Laz. So for people on TikTok, I am streaming on Twitch. And what's really cool about it is that I can stream on Twitch and then I can save the file. I can put it on YouTube, but follow on Twitch. And because when TikTok goes away, I'm not going to be here. I don't really want to be here anymore since the last time it went away, but this is where people watch me. So I need you to go watch me on Twitch. Follow me on the other platforms. Call me a streamer. This program's very complicated. Like, there's so much you can do with OBS. That blows my mind. I don't know how anybody knows what's going on with OBS, because so much. But I think I'm figuring it out slowly. I'm gonna have to... I don't know how to do this. I'm not good at this. I don't know what any of these buttons do. One update. Noise gate to the microphone. I'll make a note. Like, I just dropped that. I have a list. I think it's pulling from my actual mic. Oh, that'd be great. The vacuum cleaner. So awesome of my dad. He means well. Yeah, just do that. Cool. Okay. Add a mic thing. Again, like, this is on, but I'm not sure how to tell if it's actually running from this mic or not, but I do know that I did get it to record this time, so I can watch it. I tried to record it last time. Yeah, I think it's the Mac mic too. I know that this one's plugged in. I don't know what the button does on it. Red, green. The typing. Like, okay, I'll bring the whole thing. I do want to, yeah, bring it all. Okay. Bring my everything. Yeah, I assumed you meant the second. I'm not using the second monitor right now. In order to go live from both, I have to have TikTok running on my phone because I don't have the studio for TikTok, so I can't use OBS with it. But I do want to figure out the second monitor because I want to play Magic on this. Oh, I need more string. And so I think I need the second monitor for that. Look at this, we got a project. I'm gonna bring the 360 cam too and see. That's already in my bag, but that'll be fun to play with. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, I don't know about this mic. Oh yeah. So I really want, like, I think live streaming really is the way to go with this though, because what is that? Hello, hello. I do think I don't know what that means. I do think the live stream is the way to go with it because then I can post the whole video to YouTube, and then I can, like, kind of still have. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, so that's awesome. Thank you. So yeah, I think live streaming is the way to go. So then, is that a blue? It is, but I don't think it's hooked up and working right. I think we've determined that I'm pulling sound from the computer. But it is a Blue Yeti. I used to do podcasting, so I had the mic left over from podcasting. So I've been going live on TikTok for a while. Well, that's good. I'm glad it still sounds good. That hat. This hat, no. I didn't make this hat. I'm way into making hats, but right now I'm making a banana bag. I'm hand sewing it because I want to prototype it out and then maybe make it out of leather. So this is my bag that I'm working on. Poser. I like bananas. Bananas are great. We share 68% of our DNA with bananas, so you can't take life too seriously. So what does it matter? But this banana bag started from this banana hoodie, sweater that I started creating. And now I'm doing the bag. But again, I'd like the bag to be done in leather. So I think right now I'm just making my thread smaller so it'll thread the needle better. I do want to make it out of leather. I have a bunch of costume jewelry I want to add to the bottom of it so that it's a drippy banana, because the drippy bananas are really what I do. So, okay. So this is embroidery thread and leftover fabric. And I try to reuse things. My mom has a whole craft room full of stuff that she's like had for a long time. And so I try to utilize that. I will say that the felt I did buy for the banana, oh man, I made a lot of this. The felt I bought for my hoodie and to do some patches on some sweatpants that I have, which I haven't even started the sweatpants patches. I've moved on to the banana. But But, yeah. I said, I want to do this. I think there's leather upstairs that I can use. And so if I get the leather and I make the banana bag out of leather. English? No. I'm from rural New York. I live, well, we got a lot of snow, cows, fields. That's it. A lot of snow, cow, and fields. I travel a bit for work. I do, like, I'm an artist, so I travel and I do work. I have a company, but not English. Mostly Canadian, to be honest. But I don't know. Some people just, I'm just existing. I just exist. We're all from the stars. So, but yeah. Okay, so I want to make this out of leather, and then I want to use all the costume jewelry that I acquired. Canadian. I like being Canadian. I wish I could move back to Canada. I am from the royal country of Hampshire. Oh, that's fun. Hampshire. I haven't been over there. I still got to get my. I still have to get my passport. But I was just in the Caribbean. Yeah. Mostly been up and down the east coast of the United States this year. Down to. Mostly been in the Caribbean. Nice. Mostly traveled to nice weather. West Virginia. I do like West Virginia. I stayed there a few times for whitewater rafting. Hampshire. That's cool. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That Hampshire was in England. English. I haven't been that way, but West Virginia, they have some really, really great whitewater rafting down there. It's been a while since I have been, but we used to go down and raft. Was it the New River Gorge? We used to stay like overnight on the river. And then, it's cool. You build a pit in the sand and, yeah, same thing. I mean, you should see the mountains of West Virginia. It's like, same thing. Sames. But, I don't know. West Virginia was cool. I always assumed, like, if I'd have to escape, like, some kind of war, that West Virginia would be the place. Because there's so many hills and nobody's going to deal with it. Like, nobody in their right mind is going to go, let me traipse through all these mountains of West Virginia. Seems pretty safe to me. Okay, well, I have to bear with me. This is my second Twitch stream. I've learned over boop. This is so my second Twitch stream. I've been going live on TikTok for a while now. And I just go live and do creative stuff, play the ukulele. I have a bus I'm rebuilding. I wrote a book. Just do all sorts of. I follow the theory of, like, I do whatever I want. And so I do whatever I want. So that's why I'm making a banana bag. And that's why I have a bus I'm trying to finish so I can travel and live in. I just do what I want. I just do what I want. And I think everybody else should do the creative things that they want. Don't be a dick human, but if people spent more time making banana bags instead of being dicks, time well spent, people. Time well spent. like, if everybody was sitting here sewing a banana bag, they wouldn't have time to go out and be hateful. And so, like, that's all I gotta say about that. I do think creativity and being creative is really, really important for people's mental health, for brain capacity and problem solving and just being better humans. And so, like, my goal in life is to get people to reconnect with that part of themselves. Like, my goal is to get people to learn how to love themselves and be creative and, you know, break free from the system. I think I made, oh yeah, there we go. I made an extra knot. Whoops. Yeah, I think the system is inherently oppressive, so I try to do everything I can, like, myself. Plus, every time I make something for myself, it's way better than if I had bought it, and it's exactly how I want it. Talk about being spoiled. Oop, I'm like, I want a banana hood. I want a hoodie with a drippy banana on it, so I made one. But yeah, my whole goal for this is to get, like, again, I want think like this is a really easy pattern. This is the only pattern for it. Makes creating accessible. So I like that part of it. This part is easy, but then you can take it and, like, exploit it further. Like I said, I want to make it leather. I want to add chains and jewelry so that it drips down. So, oops. Like, oh yeah, and then the whole idea is that, like, once I have Twitch actually, like, set up and doing things, I can just give away my art to the people that follow me, because I can't keep it on my bus. Look at him. The dog?
Yeah.
Is he sitting out there?
He's laying on the porch.
Oh, staring at the tree. There's a dog. Hold on. Let's see. You're still on live, Dad. He's not on the porch. Oh, yeah, he is. He's over there. Yeah. I see him. The dog is obsessed with the squirrels. And so he is on the porch looking at the squirrels. So right now I am making a banana bag.
I wonder why he wasn't barking.
He's waiting for his squirrel friends. So this is a banana bag. It's kind of a prototype for whatever comes after the banana bag. I do really want a banana bag. I would much prefer to make it out of leather. So we're going to see how this one goes first. But it's going to have this flap open up so that you can use it as a purse. And then go from there. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of, like, jewelry and stuff that I can use to do the drips, because so we share 68% of our DNA with bananas. So, like, we're over half banana. Like, we are coded over half to be a banana. So what does it matter? It's really not that important. And that's pretty much why bananas are my call sign. I wanted to make a snow banana, and then I came back to all the snow, and I was like, I don't want to be in the snow. I don't want to be in the snow. It's too cold. It's snowy. That's why I can't move back to Canada. I much prefer warm. When, like, winter comes and snow comes, I just want to hibernate. And I don't want to hibernate, though. I'm like, I want to go do stuff, but there's nothing to do. So I'm forced to hibernate. Next year, I don't think I'm gonna survive in the cold. I'll go work on organic farms. Just a place where it's warmer. I also, like, need another one of me. There's not enough of me to do all the things I want to do. I keep knotting this. I wish I had, like, advice for what to do when you knot it, but all I do is, like, try to pull the knot apart, and it works. So that's my advice. Like, just try to pull it all apart. Boop, boop. I really just want to see the full banana because then I can figure out if I need to readjust my pattern, my one pattern. I think I just keep like, yeah, this one. Oh, there we go. It's just the string is really long. So what happens? Yeah, it gets twisted because it's really long. So I said I made the string really long and I didn't have to. And so like what I'm doing now is called a blanket stitch. There is a serger in this house that I could use, but I don't know how to use it. It's really intimidating. It's really big. And look, I can hand sew. So like we'll get there to the serger, but I don't know when I'm gonna use the serger. Boy. But this is pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay. And then I want to secure these 3 pieces all together. There we go. So I'm going to secure these 3 pieces. Bum, bum, bum. Haha, cool. And then I'll have to redo this. I'll figure that out. No, don't. Oh, okay. That's what happened. I got it. So this one, I have to finish the edge of that one and then finish the edge of this, which becomes a little bit easier. It's not hard. I had these really big honky needles and they were not ideal. They were not ideal. All right. Yeah. Okay. And so like it's funny because in figuring this out, I figured out another part of the patches that I was making with this stuff. And that is like sewing and finishing the edges before I sew them back down. So like I think it'll make it better. I think also doing it that way, they'll be more stable. The edges will be more stable, so I can do them and then sew them down, and it should be okay. So much string here. Ah! I'm stabbing myself. What's up?
Your father definitely has no ADHD compulsions at all.
No, none.
None. He's taking bags off the roll and folding them up to put in the drawer, and I'm like, what are you thinking? Unroll, fold, unroll, fold.
Is that really what he's thinking?
That's what he said.
Okay. So he's got to go through the processes in his head?
I guess. He's certainly not thinking about anything else.
What a simple life.
I know.
I wish my brain was just like...
My brain doesn't do that.
In, under, out. No, instead my brain is in, under, squirrels are outside, and the dog is waiting. I wonder how long he'll sit there. In, under, he's going outside. What is he going for? Like, there's no, like, one train of thought. There's no in, under, stitch. You can't just, I don't know. That is a whole form of meditation that people spend years practicing and never get to. And he's just like, roll, fold, roll, fold.
Mm-hmm. Done.
Yeah, yep. Well, I'm glad that addressing his retirement anxiety has come. Okay, I found a whole bunch of colorful thread.
I hope this wasn't for a kit that I'm using.
They weren't in a kit. They were in a thing with a whole bunch of thread.
Okay.
Oop. So
Are you making another banana?
I'm making a banana bag.
Oh.
This is a prototype for a banana bag because I didn't want to get up and get the sewing machine is what happened. And I know that this isn't the right fabric, but I'm having all sorts of ideas and now I want to do it in leather. And so I'm just sewing it to get the pattern right because then I have a pattern to make the banana bag, and then I have all this video evidence that I can just post on YouTube so other people can get creative and make their banana bag.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay.
Bump, bump. But I have an idea in my head, and so I figured if I prototype it and it's good, I can make it out of leather. Or something more sustainable. They're actually not, like, it's just like 6 of these so far. I could just buy an old leather purse.
You can find one in yellow.
Yeah, but I can paint it too. Like, I have all the stuff to paint. To paint leather.
Well, I'm glad my painted bag didn't end up banana, because I really like it, but it could have been a color, so you leave that bag alone.
Okay.
Just saying.
If I prototype it, you can make your own banana bag.
I don't want to make my own banana bag.
Okay. What kind of fruit you want?
Hadn't thought about it in those terms.
You can carry around whatever fruit you'd like.
I have enough fruits around me during the course of a day. I don't need to carry more.
I don't know. Boop. Doggy.
Maybe we should clean out that light. Kind of gross.
Yeah, just go back to fold. Unroll, fold. Unroll, fold. Unroll, fold.
That was your cat. That wasn't you.
I know. Oi.
I was putting some stuff away in the studio.
Nice.
Doesn't look like I did anything, but I did maybe 6 boxes.
Oh, nice. That's something.
Am I totally gone? The Dick and Jane cards are totally gone now, right?
They shouldn't be. I didn't take all of them. I only took like 6 of them.
The box was empty.
Oh. Then I moved them because I was using them for a project, but there were still some left. I think I emptied the box, but I might have put them at the tote at the bottom of the stairs. But I'll have to look. Or I set them aside to continue drawing on them.
Alright, I guess I shouldn't throw the box away then.
No, I don't think it matters. Boop.
Hi,
Oy vey.
Yes, they all hear you.
Bump, bump. I know.
Everybody hears you.
Everybody hears you, homie. Except even the squirrels hear you. Lovely, lovely. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting to the end of the edge. So that's my Mata. And then I just heard my kid, so he'll probably pop in next. This is why I go live early in the morning. Because now everybody's on projects and they want to be in and out. And ooh, there's not enough. There's not enough. Hello, hello. mic to work. Okay. Then I'm gonna take this and knot it. Oy. And knot it. And then I just have to finish the edge of the flap and then add the stem part and a button. Oh, voila. Okay. Okay, this is Alright, I think then I'm gonna have to put this edge like this, make this smaller. I'm gonna figure out how to This is great. Make it a puppet too. Banana puppet. I am a banana. Oh my god. Hello! Hey Veed! I think I just made a banana puppet. I'm making a banana bag. But the puppet thing, I have googly eyes. I have a whole bag of googly eyes. I put them all over Miami. Thanks for the rose, Veed. I hope you're doing well. We gotta connect on Messenger. I keep forgetting, remembering, but yeah, I think that if I think I need to pull this in. So like one piece might need to be a little smaller. Maybe it's the bottom piece. If I pull this in, okay, so one piece should be, and then it'll get the banana arc to it. Thanks. I'm just getting prepared to not go on live on TikTok anymore. So I've been trying to build a Twitch up so that I can go live on Twitch. Because when TikTok goes, but it is way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. So it's a lot of working through the process of setting that up. So we'll see. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and bring all my stuff over to my dude's house, and he's gonna help me figure it out. But I think for the most part it's good. But we do need to connect. But I am going to actually get going because it's time to go take care of my child and lunch. And is it lunch? Oh my god, it's almost lunchtime. I've been doing this all morning. Whew, but sweet. Thanks, people, for stopping in. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. It's still DAK Creative there, but bye. And I'm gonna go bye-bye on here too. So, bye. Thanks for stopping in.